Hello everybody and welcome to Darkest Dungeon 2, one of the most popular demos in the Steam Next Fest, and I'm really excited to try out this turn-based tactics RPG game. It prides itself on being a fairly hardcore roguelike road trip of the damned, where, as you can see, I've got a party of less than desirable individuals, and we're going to piece together a little road trip in a stagecoach and go and have some turn-based tactics fun along the way. So after quickly familiarising myself with the skills of the various members of our party and giving them some cute nicknames, I think it's time that we jump in. With the Plague Doctor, the Grave Robber, the Highwayman, and finally the Man-at-Arms, let's go and see what this awful road show has to offer. And here we are, kicking it off into the valley, and one thing that I must say that struck me immediately, the art direction and sound direction for this game, very neat, very neat. We control our little cart with WASD, and we're just gonna hoon along. I mean, as far as strategy games go, when they put you in between the tactical layer, this is one of the more interesting approaches I've seen, right? We're not just sort of staring at a map and clicking from one location to the next. We are this raiding party. Let's go, Jumboy. Granturismo 1444, here we go, baby. Assist us, they shout, as my raiding party steps forward, looking obviously ready to assist. And we get to select a voice action, or which character we want to answer the prompt. In this case I chose Bill, and that seemed to affect the other characters either positively or negatively, depending on what we did. And looks like they've given us some slime mold for the taking. Thank you. I've come across the Hoarder now. And it looks like this seems to be the in-game shop, because my goodness, there's a lot of stuff here. Hey, Chief, I heard you like slime mold. I'm gonna take a bear trap and some medical equipment, because this game is notoriously hard. Uh-oh.
You see,
Roadblock?
even your valley is
This
not
looks like our
immune
first
to the
proper
strange
encounter, yes indeed. We've come across a couple of zomboids by the looks, 2 lost souls. So we can see, as we hover over them, there are stats down the bottom right. They don't look great, so I think we'll be okay. We have our 4 characters. Looks like we're starting off the round with Lord Huck. I think we'll start off with a basic pistol shot. Let's see what this game actually has to offer. Bam! Pistol shot. Okay, and so it did about 3 HP. I mean, it's not the greatest thing ever, but it'll do. Our raiding party seems fairly competent. Bill's gonna hit them with one of his world-famous noxious blasts, dealing another 2 damage, and adding a little bit of blight to this bad boy. Blocko's gonna go in with an ignoring shield, 4 to 7 damage, pick to the face! Oh, that is the ticket. We should have started with that melee smash. Speaking of which, actually, this big chief here, Jumboy, looks like he'd be capable of a fairly powerful melee slash, and as I hover over the attacks, you can see down in the bottom left, it looks like this first one is our big smash and go. It's a crush. And they're a goner. We probably could have wiped them in one round, but we took a little bit of a chomp on Jumboy, and it looks like this party is as good as gone. Thank you, Bill, for delivering that death blow. Okay, I see. As a roguelike game where we've of course got a merry band of dudes, probably loot fairly important, and in this case we got a great heat shield and a couple of pouches of lye. And a couple of mastery points too, which look to be the currency for skilling up and leveling up in this game. And it looks like we've come across mayhaps some kind of settlement. Perhaps our very first one. With a scary looking Matterhorn in the background, I'm sure everything will be just fine. Okay, well everybody looks a little bit sad and defeated, but it's not the end of the world, because don't worry, look! Oh, that picked Bill up, didn't it? He didn't even need it. Plus 10% max health until the next in. You know what? Get in, everybody. Except for you. Sorry. Okay, great. It looks like now we can also manage the game's sort of overall layer, its equipment, its gear, that kind of thing. I doubt that we have a lot, although we can put our medical kit on our cart, so that's something. And it doesn't look like I'll probably have a lot of upgrades at this point, so we'll probably just move through.
Consider your position and plan accordingly.
We'll also choose our reward, and this one gives 1 candle, and this one gives 2. So I think we'll take the Sprawl. Alright, we've made the executive decision. Time to rest. Rest for the night, and then journey onward. You still have mastery points to spend. Ho, 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 ho. Of course, we need to spend these 2 points. I think we'll equip Jumboy, because Jumboy is absolutely massive. And let's level up this crush move. Okay, so it adds a little bit of damage. Looks like it didn't mess with the crit hit rate, but that's fine. Let's playtest it a little bit, actually, by also focusing in on maybe the pick to the face. That's one of my favorite moves early on. Sure, level it up. Okay, it's max damage, crit, both went up. That was pretty impressive. I like the way that they're eking in little bits of progression at the start here. This is very cool. Off to the Sprawl we go. One thing it's important to note as well, the art direction, slightly Borderlands-like to me with the borders, and sort of some of the colors, but also incredibly unique. I don't often play many strategy games, in particular turn-based ones, that look or sound like this. Looks like on the left-hand side that is a long-ass Sprawl. Okay. I hope you're paying attention to which way we should go. There's a high-risk, high-reward layer, or a hero's story. Oh man, the game is just baiting me to go to this layer. I see you. Okay, let's see. Power, wealth, reduces loathing, high risk, high reward. Let's go high risk, high reward. What could possibly go wrong? As you look down at the video and it ends in 30 seconds. This was all a mistake, they cry as we arrive at the Great Library. Another wonderful looking setting. Okay. And what do we do? Ooh, boy.
The library burns.
Sir, they've got
with it,
big
the
spike
remains
balls
of
for
philosophy,
arms.
reason,
Okay,
and insight.
so it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, and then a shaman coming in. These guys are pretty big, 16 health, the shaman on 4. I'm almost tempted to target that one down first because it moves first, and I don't know what kind of crazy debuffs it'll do, so let's do that. And we're starting with Lord Huck. Let's open up with a pistol shot, fire it at the back line, and deal 4 damage to the pathetic shaman. Now we move through to our front line baby, who actually is out of position to do anything except a pick to the face. Or some healing. But obviously we don't need that, so it looks like this chap's getting a pick right to the face. A little more disappointing than last time, at just 4 damage. Yikes. Let's give a more tactical move a go. Try some blinding gas or something, perhaps. Chucking some blinding gas back at the shaman. It now can't see, because we're clearly not going to get rid of it, and it does a ranged attack for what looked to be only 1 or 2 damage. Okay, we're fine. Now Jumboy moves, and then there's 2 moves from both of these whippers. Adequately named. Good God. Jumboy has a very powerful crush. I feel like, though, we might want to send Jumboy to the front of the queue. So we could use something like Hold the Line, forward 3, and a self-shield. Oh, yep, okay. So using that one moves me to the front of the queue and dealt 6 damage. So that's pretty decent. We put Big Jumboy at the front. Unfortunately, they're just whipping right past him and smashing Bill. It's alright, Bill. You'll be fine. Never fear, we've got 3 turns in a row. Let's deal some damage to them. I'm going to snipe a poison dart at the one in second, adding a little bit of blight for 3 turns. And then we'll probably focus fire these 2 on the front one to ensure that it goes down. At only 6 hit points, it could almost be worthwhile just waiting for our next strike. So I'm going to risk it for the biscuit, and then that'll let me get a ranged attack on, say, the one at the back. And Lord Huck for the lucky pistol shot. Nah, hit the shaman in the back. Alright, it's time to take you down. Let's crush him. Oh, it's 1. It's 3 off. Yikes. Okay, we'll take another whiff in the process. People are getting moved around a little bit. Nah. We'll pick you in the face. Bam! Death blow. Down. With 1 enemy down, the rest of this should be fairly easy to pick up if this shaman doesn't keep adding all kinds of heals and debuffs along the way. I think the pistol shot is a no-brainer. Shoot the shaman in the back. It dodges it for the first time, actually. The first time that we've seen that in this entire video. an incision strike, and then we'll follow that up with the mighty crush. It's the death blow. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, Shaman down. This Whipper's taking damage from Blight by the looks per turn. I think it might have been something like 6 damage. And then an incision for the win. Nice job, Bill. Clearing the lair, looted us a whole load of relics and charred books. Fantastic. Proceed to the next battle or escape? Let's advance. I think we can advance. We're in good shape. Oh dear. Now there's 4, and one of them's got a fiery birth cake on its head. Okay, so lady at the front, looking a little bit weak. Outside of that, we're actually doing pretty good. Could go for a self-heal here on 18. I think we can wait another turn. Let's pick this in the face for 10 damage. That is nearly a kill, and actually a really great trade-off, because it probably means that then if I use, say, this Rampart Shield move to get ourselves to the front, we can do a death blow and also protect our friend here, hopefully. I'm going to use some blinding gas on, I think, the bad boy at the back, although this attack, next attack deals plus 50 and it has a chance to dodge. Let's hit them on the back. Blinding gas. Oh, good. Okay, and it looks like it's actually had a little bit of an AoE effect there as well, as we take a critical 5 to the face and be pulled to the front yet again. Alright, let's go for another Rampart move on this one at the front, again, just to shift our order around, and it actually also knocks them back, so... they can still melee strike. A burn added onto my dude, and some more movement going on. Thankfully now, we've got a slightly better order. And we can also pick this guy to the face! 5 damage, and nearly taken out. A missed Firefly is great news for me. Let's finish off this one with probably, I suppose, some noxious gas. Old Bill here doesn't really do a lot of damage, but there's lots of interesting effects around the side. So I think we'll keep you on for the time being, Bill. You can stay. Here with Lord Huck, we can use a tracking shot, which removes, I believe, this ability to dodge. Can't dodge a track shot. Yeah. It just removed the dodge, and that was it. Was that worth taking all of that damage? Ooh, I don't know. With, I believe, the final swing for round 3, we heal 9 and deal an insane amount of damage. That is sick. We're also now moving through into the next round where, by the looks, we can sneak in here with... What's that? A pick to the face! You're gone. And with 1 unit left, I don't think we'll struggle too much here to wrap this up. Critical hit for 9 damage. Half of your health gone. Go on, make your last move. Funeral pyre. Okay, looks like they just absorbed a tombstone to heal literally all of that damage again. Crush him! 8, and then, this guy at the back here is not going to be able to deal much of a follow-up, is he? No siree, Bob. Let's just hit him with a Noxious Blast, maybe some debuffs or something. Oh, it resisted. Okay, finish it off. Death's Door! What is this guy? He's staying alive and eating the tombstones of his friend to do so. I suppose I can't blame you. Alright, let's use a melee attack this time. Lord Huck's first one, and with a 12 damage critical hit, that's the end of the road. Pick to the face! Let's escape. We've got more to see. We've got some good loot. We're a little bit weak around the edges. It's a partial victory. Come on. We'll take those items just because I'm keen to see what's up next, although I feel like moving through and defeating that last stage is probably the best one of all, assuming it is even the last. Anyway, let's move on. We've got our map. We know our game plan. It's a big old sprawl. We've got Granturismoing to do. Oh, jeez. Alright, looks like we've got a resistance encounter happening somewhere around here. Some kind of booby trap. It's the burning pile. Okay. I see another candle head, and I'm not excited. We'll heal Lord Huck with the bill next door. Some battlefield medicine. Some battlefield medicine. Chopping him up, and then we'll smash in for a combo strike and a heal. Jumboy is our best player of all time. Although, actually, this sort of stab back move is quite decent too. I don't like the idea of this unit hoofing some accelerant, but 17 health left. We've got all 4 moves. Let's do it. If we can just deal 5 damage each, the way I see it, we take this... Okay, there's a 3. But we take this guy out, nearly guaranteed. A crush! Yeah, making up for lost time. And then last but not least, Bill, do you think you can do a measly 2? 3 damage, there you go. Unfortunately, this thing seems to have the Death's Door debuff. No, it's gone. Brilliant. Here we're faced with an unknown reward or a resistance encounter, and the question mark... I can't resist. And also, because we've just been through a resistance encounter, I feel like this is probably fine. Bam! Okay, these guys have brought their good boy with them, although this mongrel looks anything but. I guess we'll open with a pick to the face. A solid way to enter any fight. Hit it with a duelist's advance as well. We might try do a focus fire strategy here instead of splitting it up. Oh, and it went in for a Nash, and Lord Huck was like, nope, Counter-Strike, see you later. Looks like you'll need some battlefield medicine after that though, so we're going to top you up again with our little medic hiding at the back, slowly healing everybody up. Oh, again, you are just fantastic. 32, I think almost saw there. It must have been a 3 or a 2 though. Jeez, I almost shit the bed and fell off my chair. 32 damage, I thought. And a 9 damage pistol shot sees these chumps with literally nothing. Literally nothing. Unfortunately, I can't reach you with my pickaxe, so I'll just do a self-heal. All of these guys are completely out of range. I could move or pass, but I'm kind of curious to see what happens if I crush one of these. Okay, so we remove it, and it pulls the enemies closer. And I guess also stops them from healing off of it, because we have seen units eat these things before. We'll fire with a pistol. Next turn will be delayed to the end of the round. Ooh, that is quite spicy for me, actually. Good one. Okay, let's use some battlefield medicine on the burnt boy to keep you alive, and then we should be able to finish this off pretty handily. A pistol shot for the win? Oh, 1 damage to go, which I actually don't mind, because it saves the final crushing blow from me. Well done. Well played. And we have arrived, everybody. Welcome to the academic study. With nothing at the study, we're going to go to... I think we'll take this watchtower path. This will reveal the path ahead. Seems like a fairly decent move as we sprawl along. The watchtower seemed to be a freebie. There were no enemies, no loot. It literally just revealed the rest of the map, and now I can keep on keeping on, which is fantastic. And it looks like with the next place we're running up against a hospital, we've been encountered along the way. Take that back. Oh, crushing death blow. These guys are falling like flies. I don't know why they even bothered showing up. They've got their fancy mirrors and music boxes, but seriously, it's nothing. Bing, bang, boom, death blow. See you later. I've got places to be.
Unpleasant in the extreme.
A quick stop in at the hospital to heal our dudes up to full, and that looks like a wonderful place to be. Let's move on. Next, we've arrived at the academic's cache.
An impressive haul.
Not something an academic would usually have. Let's take all of it. Sweet. Alright. And after a quick flame of academia, we can move on. The inn awaits us beyond this barrier, everybody. Welcome to Oblivion's Rampart, the final challenge for us to take on in this first level, or stage anyway. And we are dealing with some units that have spawned with dodge, 23 health evangelists, a disgusting looking octopus altar, literally like something from my nightmares, and I don't actually even want to keep looking at that. And then this thing. Okay. Well, they start with dodge, which is a bit unfortunate. There's nothing we can do, though, with this character anyway. We'll just swing in and hope for the best. This is really tough. They've got dodge, they've got debuffs. I've barely managed to get any damage through. We did make this octopus-looking thing blind. Now they've got heals. Oh my god. Oh, I don't like this. Did that just say... Oh my god, I thought it said 52. 35. I think it's the bleed damage as well, perhaps? Not actually 32. Yeah, that's a little bit of an oversight. Uh-oh. Lord Huck's having a meltdown. The thing that I've kind of been ignoring, that insanity, that fear mechanic in the game. Looks like it's now rearing its ugly head. Yikes. Hit the front one with a noxious blast and suffer it with a bit of blight. This octopus thing has to go. Its buffs are so scary. I'm going to try and take it down. Holy crap. Lord Huck at the back is about to perish. Ah, that is really terrible. We've got a couple of units bleeding out at the front here as well. Let's go for a knockback. Swap around on this one. Try and change things up a little bit. I'm also focusing fire on whack this one at the front, just so we can reduce the DPS coming in. Unfortunately, my friend, you do not have a shield. So let's just, I suppose, take that one down. Nice. Oh crap, it's on death's door. Okay. We'll use some battlefield medicine, or should we go for the final blow? Oh, this is too risky. I'm going to use the battlefield medicine, I think. Protect our dude. Keep you alive. It's going to counterattack the next damaging move anyway. So maybe we maybe we get the best of both worlds. Hey, there was a death blow anyway. Good stuff. Okay, we're holding it together. If this devilish Cupid would stop doing buffs and the self-healing octopus would give it a break, I think we can get through. I'm going to use take aim here, I think. This will give me dodge and another debuff. The next skill has a 100% crit and ignores 20% res. Counterattacks, chance of dodging. Yeah, you're in a really good spot, considering your crappy health. I will use some more battlefield medicine, though, on Jumboy at the front. Okay, so our next attack is a crit. Let's go for a 100% Wicked Slice. 12 damage! I think we're taking this unit out this round, and then it's just the pathetic healers left in our way. Yes! There's Death's Door, which means that one more gas. No! There we go. Phew! Okay, those two out the way. Healers left in front. Let's smash. Slice off an octopus leg with that pickaxe, and then hopefully finish the job. You tried. With a noxious blast. Finish it with a rampart instead. Great. And with just this freakish looking Cupid left in round 7, I think it's time that every single... Okay, there's a dodge. Ignore that. And hit the dodge debuff. As I was going to say, I think it's time that every single unit throws everything they've got at this stupid thing. Let's shoot it with a poison dart. Take that.
The fiends.
And a crushing blow, although the fact that it keeps getting these dodges and shields has allowed it to stall through a round. However, as it moves one closer every time, and as my health moves lower and lower every time, I think it's I think it's the round now. See you later, Chief. And there it is. A death blow. That one wasn't too bad.
It is ours.
We've picked up some fairly interesting trinkets that we'll be able to put on our characters. Playing cards should keep them happy as well. Great. Oh man, you're gonna live just your best life. You're not gonna know what hit you now. Fantastic. Okay, so we've finished up with an incredible amount of loot. Not quite as much as I could have, though. It's important to note, if I'd stuck around. I'm a little bit over-encumbered. Let's ditch these... Who needs rye? Hey? There we go. We'll throw away some slime. And we've got so much loot that actually I might not have even been able to carry it all from last time. We would have had to sell it to a traveler along the way. And with that, everybody, that completes this video. At least this sort of first overall stage and level of Darkest Dungeon 2. Now, Darkest Dungeon 2 releases in full in May of this year. I believe it's around May 9th of 2023, so if you're keen on playing it, you should keep your eyes out there. And of course, it is available still as part of the Steam Next Fest demo until February 13th. You too can play the version of the game just like I've been playing. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you all next time.